But just like in full transparency, I'm just kind of burnt out on this draft format. Usually they're on every 6-month cycle. Even that is like pressing it, going into like 8-9 months of the same thing. And hey, I like the switch up they did to the draft format, even like better than the original, but they had to do that like sooner than 8 months into drafting this set. That didn't even require any effort. That's just like a programming thing. Welcome to another Eternal Draft video. Let's get back to drafting some good decks. As always, if you're liking the content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's open something good. Skycrag Synthesis. I mean, that is pretty dang good. Anything with Inscribe I'm happy about, but realistically, as far as like limited's gonna go, you're gonna want to hold that. So it's either that, Bust Out. This pack's like pretty bad. I guess I wouldn't mind a Xenon Tome. That's like pretty aggressive in terms of like just fixing that early, but I like Time, I like Shadow. Double Primal's not really where I want to be, so we'll take, ooh, baby. I love me Rivet's Wrench. Not really picking it over anything insane. What the hell is this guy? I mean, it's still just like a big dirtle. Like, sure, this could be like a 10-10, but without Overwhelm or Flying, does it really matter? Temple Looter here. But it's double influence, and I'm not super happy with that. And there's like a Thunder Pop. Ugh. Party Crasher. Honestly, Party Crasher is probably the best card in the pack. Thunder Pop, Temple Looter. I guess we'll take the Temple Looter, since we are trying to bias towards Time. Wow, these have been some like pretty weak packs. It's either like Sleight of Hand or Arcanum Orb. Guess we'll take the Orb here. Oh my god. Why wouldn't this is still like pick 5 of pack 1. This card's just fantastic. And there's a Happy Harvest. I would love to see what people chose from this pack. But that's like a huge bomb. Kind of ironic we got a really late Xenon rare after drafting the Tome first pick. Okay, Happy Harvester here. I'm happy with that over a very nice premium. Potentially, we're splashing Shadow for Siphon Vitality. This is an easy Stone Skin. I don't know about another Happy Harvester, but Griffin Bomber is pretty dang mediocre. If it had like 3 health, I would be more interested. But, I mean, what else are we taking there? Okay, nothing. We'll take a Suspicion. Sure, a Bren's Insight, and then just nothing, these picks. Hunter's Bane. Okay, we'll take that, and we might be splashing Rivet's Wrench instead. But yeah, we're slamming Hunter's Bane. Oh my god. I don't care what you had going on pack 1. Pinsaran, you just slam this. You're like, I don't care what other factions I was drafting, I am playing this card. Okay, so this draft, and we're still passing all of this. Oh my god. I'm gonna pick my boy Pinsarant just because this card is almost always stupid. Now we kind of got to figure out our second faction. The Hunter's Bane double Shadow does really want us to be main Shadow, and Rivet's Wrench is splashable. But this is an easy Seek Power while we still try to delay that decision. Wow, On the Prowl or Vein Parasite, both fantastic. We're gonna take On the Prowl though. Bone Picker, this card's so finicky, but this is still a really good card, especially with all like the 1/1s. If you have a couple Beekeepers, Grumbos, Platoons, but I'm still just gonna take a 2-drop in the Bone Picker. Okay, nothing really here but the Calculated Strike. Hive Delivery. Okay, just... What? What is this, like 10th pick Legacy? What is going on? Okay, so our deck's just going to be stupid. Whoever's passing us this pack is clearly not in time. And we still have the next pack of Behemoths of Thera. Okay, Amethyst Acolyte over Tending the Hive. Sure. Myrmidon Builder. Hell yeah, I'll take Myrmidon Builder. We do still want to see if we can get a way to splash the Rivets Wrench. Builder's great. Wormstone, or just another Bone Picker. We're pretty short on units, and we can get a Wormstone. We can't always get a 2-drop as good as the Bone Picker. This Bone Picker does overperform. There's just a lot of ways to discard stuff. There's also just Hand here, which has impressed me. Hive Stinger for some okay removal. Nah, it just always does what you want it to do. How many things do we have for the rat? Actually, we have a decent amount. I'll take a Speculative Rat over Tending the Hive or Midnight Hunter. That's kind of rough. I mean, I would play both of these cards. Okay, Cautious Mantis here over some removal. Okay, we're filling out our units for sure. Okay, Swift Subverter. The double influence is rough, but it is a good enough card. Okay, we get our Hive Stinger. I don't know if we really want 2 Hive Stinger. What are we taking over it? Maybe this if we get a Skull Market. Actually, no, this is the last pack of Behemoths of Thera. I guess we picked up that rat, so we'll take the Gnarled Ant here. Okay. Second Calculated Strike. Okay, we aren't going to play any of this nonsense. I mean, I would play Illumined Shepherd. We see we aren't punished for not picking up like some premiums. You get to take that instead of Attending the Hive, which works. It fills the same role. Oh, Through the Unknown, let's go. We do have some bombs to get back. Yeah, collection rounds with double Calculated Strike I think's pretty good. Yeah, we'll take a collection rounds. Ooh. Endangered Kieran? Sure. We're actually like pretty damn low curve. Okay, we'll take an Hour of Grodov. Dune Wave or Panic Ensues? That's actually kind of tough. I'm gonna pick up the Dune Wave though. It does just get the job done when you need it to. Take the mediocre 5-drop. Yeah, we aren't gonna be playing any of that. Okay, this is nothing. Nah. Let's take the 2-drop. So Shadow for sure wasn't that open. At all, really. We didn't really get any removal besides the Calculated Strikes, but time was very open. Yeah, so this will be the final version of the deck. I actually took out the Hand just because I think double Shadow is going to hurt us more than, you know, what would we cut? Happy Harvester? And that's like a pretty solid unit in and of itself. This way, we're keeping 17 power, which I think is important, even though we have a Seek power, because Rivets Wrench helps us get out of Flood. That's why I do sell well with it. Hunter's Bane, we're trying to get to 7 for that, and we definitely have some higher cost things we want to get to, like Legacy and Siphon Vitality. I mean, imagine we play Legacy followed up with Siphon Vitality. It's going to be fantastic. This deck's like top end is kind of ridiculous. This is actually pretty good. We can get Hour of Grodov if we need another time influence, or just have a big board and even paying the 5 to give all of our units +1/+1. Hamlet Axe if for whatever reason we just need to give a big unit Overwhelm to finish the game. And Ancient Lore, which most likely we're going to be getting that the most. That's actually a really good market. Okay, that is a keep. We'll probably lead off with Swift Subverter since, you know, we'll have the highest chance of hitting something with a summon effect. Although our opponent's on a mulligan, that's really good for us. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe Maybe we can wait. Nah.
The only way to travel.
Okay. Well, we got a 2-cost 2/2 charge Valor. That's still fine.
The only way to travel.
Well. We just got wrecked. Okay. I think I am just gonna Dune Wave that, since it does lower their power. Jesus. We Swift Subverted and got nothing. They Swift Subverted and got Hunter's Bane. That's, seems about right. Sure. Oh, wait! Okay. The downside of playing after a long day at work. So we are happy to see the advantage, though. The sooner we can get out. Oh, wait. Okay, we're just gonna get wrecked here, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get something impactful here. Delivery's good. Delivery is good. Fickle Bone Picker. Okay, hitting Grumbo is nice. There's a thought to Calculated Strike before he can play a weapon on his guy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So he's gonna get a 5/5. Okay, so let's sack our boy, deal 3 to the Subverter. And then we can Hive Delivery for Ancient Lore. Hunter's Bane can block, which is nice. I guess if our opponent has a combat trick, we get wrecked. Do we play around that, though? Okay, our opponent's drawn very well. Ugh. So, I think we go Druid.
Peace and quiet.
And maybe, do we make a 2/6? A 2/6 blocks his Infernus, which is kind of hysterical. Yeah, let's do that. It forces him to have a combat trick. He left up 2, but he would have attacked if he had a combat trick. So I kind of like... Well, we can... No, there's no reason to do that first. Let's do that. Eat his Myrmidon Builder. And now he gets Ancient Lore. Hopefully hit some gas. That is... Can't make this up, man. Sure. Okay, that is good. Does this do anything? It does let both of our guys trade. That's pretty good. Otherwise, he can just block the 3/7. Yeah, I guess let's see what the Cautious Mantis hits. Okay, actually, I don't mind using it now. He'll probably trade. Okay. Now we've used everything. Hopefully he doesn't have an answer to our flyer. Do we attack with both here? He eats our 4/8. No. Our opponent's deck is very good, and they're also just drawing incredibly well. Let's see, what do we have? Hunter's Bane. I mean, that's probably better than a random card. Hopefully I would like our opponent to start drawing sigils at some point here. Jesus. We have our silenced legendary. We can't... Yeah, okay. That's crazy, man. We can attack with the 5/6. He'll trade with the 1/1, and then we can get it back. I guess, like, that's our best bet. That at least gets rid of that, and then it's, like, not great. I'm not really sure. Or we can just get the Bone Picker. I don't really like that plan, though. I can't believe they drew Doom. I can't believe a lot of our... Sometimes you just gotta laugh. Otherwise, you know, what are you gonna do? That has us dead really quick. So, we'll just have to do this.
Slay, skin,
And our Bone Picker. Dude, our opponent's draws have been insane. Okay. So, this blocks this. This blocks this. can we not block the Jackal King is the ultimate question here. So that 4, 6, a bunch. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, we want to keep Druid alive, so if anything, we block like this. And then we still take 1, 3, 6, 10. Ugh. Die to a combat trick that you also top decked. Okay. 0-1. I don't know why I just snap keep this. I think I'm just tired. Probably not the best time to spew value while drafting. But just like in full transparency, I'm just kind of burnt out on this draft format. They've taken, usually they're on like every 6-month cycle, but this just, even that is like pressing it. But going into like 8, 9 months of the same thing. And hey, I like the switch up they did to the draft format, even like better than the original, but they had to do that like sooner than 8 months into drafting this set. Like, that didn't even require any effort. That's just like a programming thing. So, but this, what's this? To draw one of the top 2? To play 3-1-1? Okay, so we just lost already, unless we get removal. I don't know why I attacked. He had an 0-4, and now his 2-1's gonna get in. Clearly I knew he wasn't going to block. Maybe there's an off chance we can, catch something with a Hunter's Bane. Party Crasher in a 3-faction deck? Okay. Sure. Draw our opponent 2 cards.
Take it down.
Okay, Ranger here.
And not small.
Okay, so this is gonna transform into a 5/5. So we need to kill that straight away. So we just need to make sure, can we leave up this guy to whenever he kills a cursed unit? So we do have to keep that in mind. I mean, that does straight up eat it, but then we don't get to, like, draw the card. I'd much rather catch his, like, Ominous Cocoon. So why don't we just play... We'll play Myrmidon Builder and just pass with Stone Skin up. If this isn't the most obvious Stone Skin you've ever telegraphed, we have 1,000,000 cards in hand and only played a 4-drop. realistically, our opponent, I mean, I don't know, that's pretty reasonable to play around. Eat, block. I don't know, stone skin. You have something to save it. They have something. It did replace itself, but it only traded with stone skin. I guess that's still good. They, well, four power, take a combat trick from our hand, draw a card. Yeah, that's still a good exchange for them. Sure. I actually do think we play the goon.
You're on my list.
Yeah. Luckily, we are pressuring our opponent, so this wasn't the most power efficient move, but once again, I want to snipe his ominous cocoon. So I expect I wasn't sure if he had the 6th sigil. If I knew he had the 6 and he was going to transform his cocoon this turn, I would have kept up Hunter's Bane, but I wasn't sure if he actually had the 6 power. And I didn't want to play this just to kill his 1/1. Our opponent's got to have gas in hand. They're taking a decent amount of time this turn and the previous turn. Okay, so they ran out of time. We'll pass the turn here. I think if that's what he used his whole turn on, there's a good chance we... No, maybe not. Okay, let's play a Kieran here. And then we'll do this. We're playing incredibly weirdly, but I don't see why there's any reason our opponent should expect Hunter's Bane. Like, you can't play around this card. It's fine. We actually don't really care about that. We're going to be able to own our opponent pretty hard here. The only thing I don't know is if the curse will stay on. Is it -2, -1? Okay, so this can actually kill. So we shrink him, kill his brew guy. So that was pretty devastating. We got to kill his legendary that wasn't finished drawing Arachnofly and draw a card. So you got a nice little 3-for-1 there. And now we're just going to play Hive Stinger on something and start going to town. I don't see there being any reason to not play the bone pickers here. So I'm just gonna send in both of them. Now it's gonna be pretty difficult for our opponent to win from this position. Spending 6 just to make this into a 4/4 flyer doesn't really do anything, and then we really get to wreck them.
You've got a choice.
Okay, yeah, that's... They left up 5. Lightning Strike doesn't really own us in any way. They got multi-blocks for things, but that doesn't really do anything. Let's just attack like this. We probably should have just swung in with a 1/4 as well. Okay. Sure. Our opponents delayed us a bit. This is a really janky deck. Compared to our previous opponent, they started off strong. They definitely have some good stuff in here, but... Why doesn't this have influence? Oh, that's the spell he got? Oh my god. That's actually pretty crazy. Sure. That does block, huh? And I want to wait to use Dune Wave until we can get the Ominous Cocoon out of the way. Okay, go all in. Sure. I think that's still just game. Because we go collection rounds. Let's see if he has a pause here.
Enjoy your stay.
No. Okay. Yeah, so we can just nail him for the last 3. I would like some, you know, some back and forth. Like, the first game where our opponent just absolutely wrecks us and just draws perfectly is... You know, that's not very fun, but the last game when our opponent's just not really doing much, and then we just, like, roll over them, like, I would like some interplay here. Right, obviously the most fun games are where your decisions matter, and if you're winning too much or losing too much, it's like, what are we doing? None of my decisions matter. No decisions here. We do get to go 2, 3, 4, but I expect this card just always eats removal immediately. Oh. Interesting. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, opponent? Really getting into it, huh? So, actually, you know what? That was bad. Happy Harvester just blocks better. So, this does seem ridiculous. I am just going to block. I mean, 2 of these into each other is kind of brutal. Ihara.
Stay
Sure.
on the path.
That was actually a good draw. This is awkward. We do also still need double shadow, but we don't need double shadow right now.
Good day for farming.
That solves that, but then we... I'm gonna be greedy there. I can't wait to see us draw Rivet's Wrench. But I didn't want to keep that land on the top since we already have enough sigils with the Seek power. That's already 7 power, so don't think that was particularly important for us. So we'll block here, block. We just dodged a lot of damage. Now we get to attack with the... Actually, I guess we keep that up. I don't know, we're kind of pressuring our opponent here. Because now we just get to go Legacy. They can't attack into this. Or if they do, they risk losing some of their units. Okay, we are 2-1. I mean, I don't care how clunky the hand is, I'm basically not shipping back anything with a Pinsirant. This is especially clunky, I will say, but... and we certainly don't need more sigils. See? Not even punished.
Good day for farming.
Okay. Let's put a sigil to the back. We do want to get to 7, but I mean, we're at 5 sigils already. We have a long game to go. Okay, this is why Pinsirant is stupid. We get to kill his premium dual faction card, and now it's going to tax him 1 power for each spell.
Snow conceals us.
Yeah, this is just essentially a free attack.
You're on my list.
With nothing else, huh? He has a bunch of cards, so what's he... Lightning Strike? That's a weird one. I do just like running this out.
The only way to travel.
Oh, no. Okay, we'll take out that thing summon. So our opponent has a board wipe? Why else would they block like that? I'm not going to play around a board wipe because... What? There's Heavy Hail and the Skycrag Dual Faction one in the Unleash pack, but those are 2 rares from just 2 packs. Okay, so a quick little deck edit here. I actually cut the Rivet's Wrench and the Justice Splash just because I think cutting that and a Sigil, because now I can just go down comfortably to 16 plus the Seek power and still have enough influence of each. And the cards I'm putting back in his hand, now that I have 8-9 sources of shadow, I feel much better about the double influence. And then a second Calculated Strike just because I think we make enough smaller units, even given only a 17 unit count, that we could use this to good effect. And I think those 2 additions plus 1 less sigil probably just makes the deck stronger than Rivet's Wrench. Okay, let's see how these changes went. Well, that is just not a hand. Pretty meh. but we'll keep it. The Kieran almost just... Man, this thing just dies instantly. This and Darkheart Acolyte, your opponent will do anything in their power to kill those. But hopefully if we can hit like a 5-drop that we can ramp into early. Just some 4 or 5 cost. That's maybe a little expensive. Wait, so that'll put us to 3. We play Secluded Druid. We could get a turn 5 Hunter's Bane. If both of these live. It's pretty funny. We'll attack. Straight into that lightning strike. No. So that's turn 3. So turn 4. Wow, that's that's pretty ridiculous. But chances are, I mean, they kill one of these 2 units.
A small incision.
Sure. As expected, probably not worth it to get back with Through the Unknown. I do have a habit of just like slapping Hive Stinger on the Druid, just making a 2/6. It's just really hard to deal with. But I think that's a little greedy. So you are going to need to hit some sort of action here. Oh wait, we couldn't have even gotten this back with Through the Unknown if we wanted to. Oh, that's kind of funny.
A small incision.
So that'll kill that. Then no other plays.
Turn back.
3/5? Well, can't do anything about that. I mean, just awkwardly, just still have nothing. This is a really, really bad draw for us. Like, we aren't pressuring our opponent, and our opponent's 3 factions, meaning they're probably splashing something decent. Or just letting our opponent stabilize the board. It's double time. Riveting gameplay for y'all.
Seek the Waystones.
I mean, we probably just slam the Hunter's Bane now. It can start attacking. That thing doesn't really do anything. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll attack with our big boy. See what we hit here. Mercenary and the Sparrow. Okay, and then no other effects. Now if he kills the Hunter's Bane, we get to just get it back, which is pretty sick. It really didn't do that much. It popped an Aegis and gave this thing -2/-1. Got in for 7, I guess. Sure. Still don't have profitable blocks for that.
The fools will never know.
Okay, so let's eat the 3/3. And now we have attacks with both of these. And that's probably gonna wrap up the game. Unless our opponent plays a crazy bomb of their own. Because we don't really have removal. We have removal if it has flying or 2 or less health, but if it's some ridiculous bomb, not sure that's going to do anything. But I'm feeling pretty confident. Even if they have removal for any of this, we just get it back with Through the Unknown. Yeah, like realistically, we probably just send that back. But we can start our turn. Send it back. This is probably game here. We are 4-1 currently. I think a random hand is better than a 5 sigil starter. Okay, this is like mediocre plus. This is like heavily dependent on our draws.
And strike.
Nomad's pretty good. I mean, we just play it out. There's no point in surprising our opponent with that. No. Well, we did stop our opponent. Realistically, they'll probably just have removal for Myrmidon builders.
Safe travels, friend.
We attack with builders, it's going to... none of this is very good. Builders will attack, get us to 6, but it just trades with these two. If we use On the Prowl, give it a little buff, we could eat the 2/2. But if it just hits 1 non-sigil, it still has 4 health, and he still has blocks. Oh, we can attack with all of these, though. Block, trade, eat, and then we have 6. He can still double block the Myrmidon builder. I think that's fine. It guarantees us legacy. A nice early legacy is pretty strong, and now we still have Through the Unknown. Sigil, sigil. Sure. We could stone skin here. We could on the prowl to kill the amber beetle. Yeah. I like an aggressive on the prowl here. Now we can eat the amber beetle. Attack with the 2/2. And now we don't even really care if the sandcrawler dies. We'd love to just get it back to get the killer again. Although, that is pretty not ideal for us. Okay, we'll just hive delivery. Get our ancient lore, cast it. That was a good hit. Do we want to leave up the 1? I don't think it's necessary. If we knew he had, like, removal for either our 4/4 or the deadly unit, maybe. He can't really afford to race here either. He's at 16 even if he attacks us for 7. Oh, jeez.
Am I doing it right?
Okay, so now the question is, are we able to get past that 7/7? No. Because Stone Skin doesn't save it even with the minus buff. Okay. Two can attack, and I think we can wait to find a better target there. Yeah, so let's just Bone Picker.
You're on my list.
Add 2 4/3s to the board.
Praise the 100-legged one.
Okay, that is good. That was kind of unfortunate. If we do attack with the 4/3, no, I can still just... We do have a lot of damage on board. Like, what if we just attacked all here? What's the worst that happens? The 4/3 has to block, so he just blocks with the 2/1. 7/7 eats the 4/3, and he trades 2/2 with the 1/1 deadly. If we attack with all 4, 2/1 has to block that. 7/7 eats the 4/4. Then we get in for 6. And then we can just get back the 4/4. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. So he went for the double block on this guy taking 6. Okay, I'm fine with a little stone skin action here.
What a lovely night.
Okay, I'll admit we definitely just high-rolled our opponent there. You probably should have just Dune Waved beforehand. We might have just lost, actually, because of that. That was incredibly poor play on our part. So, I mean, we just trade. Yeah. Wow, that was really bad on our part. Like, so that's not great. We get in for 2, sure, but... Okay, our opponent's flooding out. We're getting a little lucky here.
You cannot put out the light.
Okay, so that on this. So, funny enough, that does save him. Because that does apply some pressure, and it does kill it, but we... Ugh. God damn it, that's so awkward. Go for the hunt, sure. Now our opponent's stabilized fully. Damn. Yeah, that was a really bad... Like, there was no reason to alpha strike there. Okay. GG. Well played on our opponent and not well played on us. Does that even do it? He just blocks everything. Eat, trade. Yeah, that doesn't do it. We need 1 thing of Nightfall. I don't even know if we have that. Oh! Brutal, man. That would have been game right there. Okay, the question is, does he draw exactly removal for the 2/1 here? This is 15, 19. I mean, do we even need to block? $19 damage puts us to 9. There's like no reason we need a block here. Okay. Yep. Whew. We got pretty lucky. We got pretty lucky. Damn, that feels bad. So looking back on this gameplay, the question is, let's say we even knew he had Dune Wave. Siphon Vitality didn't actually change any of our attacks. Just on this board, it does add +2 damage to my 2 unblocked attackers, which is fine, but it would have just been better to Dune Wave here. We would have attacked all. On our side, it would look like game. He would eat our 4/4s, our 4/3 taunt, and our 4/4 killer, but we would have put him down to 1 instead, which then would have made any other damage we do lethal. Or he would have been at 1 here. So we still couldn't have attacked. He still would have a 7/7. We would still have a 4/3 because we wouldn't have needed to use Siphon Vitality yet. Then we have this, and the Swift Subverter here right away would have been game. So we see that extra damage we lost by not using Dune Wave almost lost us a really close game. So I did want to review that gameplay because that was not very good. Okay, we are 5-1. It's good. Yeah, I'm like pretty disappointed with how I played last game. That was... This has not been my greatest draft. Let's just say that. That being said, when you stick to the basics, you have a solid foundation, I mean, you can get away with a lot, for better or for worse. Now, this is an interesting decision. I mean, we don't really have anything that we want to ramp to right away with Secluded Druid, so I'd rather just get out the Harvester. We're going to keep that, but we are missing Time Influence. But the card's just too good not to play. And there's our Time Influence. He milled the thing we kept and the Time Influence that we still need. That being said, it does not block on this board. The question is, do we keep on pressuring on our opponent with collection rounds instead of Secluded Druid? Probably. Once again, we aren't ramping to anything.
I will root out all the corruption.
I actually think I just want to play collection rounds here. It would let us get in 6, but that's really it. Really? Okay. Hell yeah.
Enjoy your stay.
I'm definitely happy to race like this. Vein Parasite and Desertion. I'll take that. What is this? Deadly the deck? It's a good one. And if he then has also a unit to... And a unit that stuns. Okay, so our opponent's stabilized. There's no way you're thinking about attacking, right? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess our attacks aren't great here. We lose the 1/1 and would trade for the 2/2. Sure. Okay, our opponent's stabilized. But we do have them down to 8. We somehow still only have 1 time influence. I expect them to mill 2 time sigils here. Okay. Thank God they hunted us too there. Jesus. Okay, at that point, we probably just gotta chump. Attack with that, trades with Zayat. It's pretty meh. Okay. That didn't do anything for us. The 1 damage is relevant with our opponent so low. We have 2 calculated strikes in deck. We just need like a flyer to peck in for a little bit more. Or not. Now that doesn't change anything. Attack all. Zayat on the 5/6, 6/5, eat. Trade with the 2/2. Yeah, it's really bad. Okay. Okay, we are at a standstill. And our opponent basically evened out life on us. If they have a weapon of some sort, we're just screwed. Bejeweled Knuckles right now. Oof. 9? I don't like this. They have some type of unleash spell. Chemtrail Burst is in 2s. What am I forgetting about? Well, regardless... Oh, we could have the 2 to save his guy. Prevent all damage to things spell.
It's not written anywhere.
He can play it 4 times. Oh, we do get wrecked by Chemtrail Burst if that's what he has. But why would he use the advantage if it was Chemtrail Burst? Panic ensues. Idiot. Okay. So he did block correctly. Sure. I mean, that's a very good turn for our opponent. We're gonna need to hit something good. Come on. Need something impactful. Get back Pinsirant. So... Okay, we can do all of this. Yep, so let's attack. And now we can go through the unknown on Pinsirant. Play Pinsirant. Eat his 2/2.
You shall soon be off.
And we don't even need to hunt since a 3/2 deadly trades well on this board.
Feel free to enjoy the skies.
It's good. If our opponent has a combat trick, they could beat us this turn. Because the question is, if he attacks, do we just block to save the life? God, this card is like the perfect thing you could have right now, too. Until the end of your next turn. So even their following turn. 6 doesn't do anything yet. So I think we take it. Until we figure out... Till we see what we draw. Okay. Now we're talking. So Dune Wave that. Attack with both. We get in for 3. Yeah, it's probably the play. He left up a lot of power, which is sketchy. Do we need to attack now? No, but... I think we still go for it. We're just applying so much pressure.
Traitors.
And we'll just play that Acolyte, even though -1/-1 really doesn't do very much. It's a good draw. So our opponent just has 2 sigils in hand. They didn't have a fast spell. They left up 6 power. You can't attack in this situation. Really? I'll just block with the 2/1. Giving Overwhelm doesn't really do anything. Okay, yeah. So they were just bluffing the double sigil. Okay, we are 6-1, trying to get that sweet trophy. 7 drop and missing an influence. I think a random 7 is better. This is also more similar to a mulligan than it looks. Only because we're still 3 influence away from Legacy. Play the Kieran. I'm sure it'll die immediately. What is this? Magic. I kind of don't want to play the Acolyte. It doesn't really do anything. And there's lots of 1 health units in these factions.
You shall soon
Okay.
be
We'll play it for no summon value. Damn. That being said, turning that into a 1/6 does make it not be able to block
A small incision.
the 3/2 deadly anymore. Okay. Sigil. Not Pincerant. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. So no use using the Hive Stinger. He can just stop attacking. I don't know why our opponents... No, Time Sigil! Ah. Oh, we could have Dune Waved it. God damn it. Actually, it might still be worth it, too. Or we could just wait for him to pay the 6. Yeah, let's wait for him to pay the 6. That means he wastes his whole turn. And makes it night, so we get to draw 2. Hopefully this is just to transform it. It's not. Okay, just all of my good cards. Oh. Okay. Hey, okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, they're gonna transform. Okay, so this is just a non-game. If we hit another sigil, we could start, you know, seeing maybe there's some hope. Okay, so next turn, that could be good for us.
This is an outrage.
Okay. Yeah, let's sack him then. Or wait, that exhausts it. Let's sack one of our permafrost things. Let's see, we don't have Dune Wave anymore, so that's fine. Yeah. So it doesn't matter which we sacrifice. Okay, that was still decent for us. Okay, we can pass the turn here. Wow. This is actually pretty ridiculous. What we shall do... Popping Aegis doesn't do anything. We don't even have any removal that can deal with that. So let's shrink these two. Our opponent's got something. Hopefully it's not an Ignite. If it is, it's like, okay. That's terrifying. But we do get to draw from that.
Good day for farming.
Good day for farming. Calculated Strike's pretty good on this board. Just because we have all of the fodder.
Good day for farming.
Putting Hive Stinger on him does let it block. Instead, now they trade, which is also just fine. Because even if he makes it into a 2/4, it still can't block. Or still can't attack in the air, it'll be a 2/4 flyer. Okay, so maybe we do just Hive Stinger here. It forces him to have more interaction. mean, we don't have a choice. It's really impressive. Okay. So, wait, we have game. Yo. Okay. Oh, we don't. Is this okay? I definitely just lost it, didn't I? We'll see. I don't think it'll get flying because of the curse, which actually does wreck us. Start turn. That can put that away. Okay, and then this is definitely game. Okay. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, that got a little dicey. The deck was sweet. I think it was correct of us to cut the, what do you call it, Rivet's Wrench and the Justice Splash, just because our influence wasn't quite good enough for the splash, even though it's a really strong card. I think our deck was strong enough just to have consistent draws and get there on its own. Not bad. That's the second time we played with Hunter's Bane, and it really plays as a strong rare instead of some crazy legendary, but it's still a super sweet card. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I'll catch you on the channel for more Eternal Draft content. Peace!